What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another yet very special From Screen to Shelf review. I am Chase, and I am here today to bring you probably one of the most anticipated 4Ks ever, I'd have to say. Maybe Lawrence of Arabia is up there, but I'd really have to say that this is on a lot of people's list, especially the Columbia Classics. While it wasn't as hard to get as Volume 1, Volume 2, it's still the price if you only wanted the one movie. A lot of people are really over the moon for this, and we're clamoring for it. So I have to say this one's up there for standalone releases because Columbia does Columbia things and releases those volumes every single year. So still waiting on that Columbia Classics Volume 4 price drop, by the way. Waiting for a good deal on it like Volume 3. But anyways, we are here to talk about everything Taxi Driver. I did get this a few days ago. I'm very fortunate. Lately, it seems like the industry right now, or the movie industry, is just really plagued with delays because a lot of people are still waiting on this. And I actually walked into a local mom and pop movie store on 4th of July, and it was sitting right there. So I went ahead and bought it, and I watched it the same day, and I've been kind of digesting it since then. I did check out some of the special features. So I'm going to go ahead and grade the package and give you my thoughts on it and showcase it while I'm talking about it as well. So let me go ahead and show you guys the J card. It's going to look awful. My lighting in here is awful right now, so I'm so sorry, guys. Need to definitely get a better camera for this type of stuff, or go back to the standing up. But yeah, that's the little J card, white on the inside as anticipated. And my copy is flawless. I don't see any spine splash, nothing along those lines. It's got that nice gloss finish to it. Doesn't have that rough matte texture to it at all. And this does look really nice. Let me take this out. So my thoughts on the movie. This was actually my first time watch. I know Gabe been telling me to watch it over here on the channel. And as you can tell, one Blu-ray, one 4K. So this was my first time watch. Whenever it came out for Columbia Classics Volume 2, I figured it'd get a standalone release. So I thought I told myself I would hold off until that happened, and I would watch it instead of, go in as blind as possible. And I'm happy I did. I had a really good time with this movie. I wouldn't put it up there necessarily in my personal preference, up there with like Godfather or anything like that. But I know Gabe and Will really thoroughly enjoy this movie. No, it was a heavy inspiration for Joker, and I can see that in a lot of the scenes on here. But I had a really good time with this movie. It was really fun. Now, for the 4K transfer, it is a native 4K transfer from the original 35 millimeter camera negative. And as well, it does not have an Atmos, but it does have a 5.1 audio track and a 2.0 mono audio track as well. It does have a pretty decent, hefty chunk of special features, which I'll go over here in a minute, but I want to talk about the 4K resolution. It looks impeccable. It's definitely up there as being a reference quality disc. It's really good. A lot of people that have had the Columbia Classics Volume 2 set have been saying really good things about it. There's only one scene on this. No, like it's really hard to tell if it was an artistic choice, but like some of the characters, it didn't have that blur effect, but I just really couldn't make out a lot of details in the backdrops in some of the scenes. But it really made up for it with the night drives. The HDR just absolutely pummels this thing to death in the best way possible. Like whenever he's just driving around, you've got like those euphoric scenes of the New York City night and everything like that. It is just some of the best that you can get on 4K right now. It looks so good. It was literally like my eyes were eating candy. It was so good. I would genuinely be hard pressed not to give the transfer a perfect 10 out of 10. I don't know what I would nitpick at that because, again, like I said, there were some scenes where like some of the characters in the background were really soft compared to the people in the foreground. And I know that happens. And I forget the exact camera angle and style where that's happened. It's not whenever they're just focused on one character, but it seems like there's a little bit of loss in detail. And I'm talking like in maybe one scene for like a few seconds. I was just trying to see what the hell was going on in the background in some of this, and hence why I bring that up. So the audio, it's a very dialogue heavy, very subtle audios. This isn't a reference audio track at all. There's not really a whole lot going on with it. So I wouldn't expect a whole lot. If you've seen the movie, you know what you're getting into. You're getting into a lot of dialogue heavy Audio. That's pretty much it, with some special effects and sound effects and stuff like that. There's really not a whole lot else to it. But the audio, I'll give a good passing grade. I'd say, I mean, it is what it is. I can't want more out of something where it's very minimalistic. So I'd have to say, I mean, 8.5. I think that's pretty fair. It didn't wow me, but I mean, for what it is, I mean, I could see giving it a perfect 10 out of 10. It's just there's just something that leaves me wanting more out of the audio. That's just me personally. Now, whenever it comes to the special features on the disc, it has a 40-minute Taxi Driver Q&A featuring Martin Scorsese, Robert De Niro, Jodie Foster, and many more, recorded live at the Beacon Theater in New York City at the 2016 Tribeca Film Festival. I did not watch that one. Commentary with director Martin Scorsese and writer Paul Schrader, recorded by the Criterion Collection. I did watch that or listen to that one whenever I was just out and about and doing some things here around the house, and it was really, really fun, very, very interesting. Gives you some good insight into the making of the movie and just the creative process, and it was really good. Commentaries by writer Paul Schrader and by Professor Robert Kolker. I did not listen to that one. Martin Scorsese on Taxi Driver, producing Taxi Driver. God's Lonely Man, Taxi Driver Stories, Travis's New York locations, influence and appreciation of Martin Scorsese tribute, theatrical trailer. And then on the 4K disc, it has photo galleries, 20th anniversary re-release trailer, storyboard to film comparisons with Martin Scorsese introduction. So, I mean, it's got a good amount going on it. I mean, I'd give the special features a good 10 out of 10. I didn't watch all of them. I'm not. It's a good movie, right? But like there's other movies I personally, for my personal taste, would put on before I want to dive into the absolute lore of Taxi Driver, right? I'll check them out periodically, so I really don't have a whole lot of feedback about a lot of it. I just kind of clicked and went through a little bit of the special features, but not too much. But I don't have the Blu-ray. Like I said, this is my first time watch, so I don't have any comparison, and I didn't pop in the Blu-ray on there as well to really give you anything, unfortunately. I watched it, checked out some of them, and I was just super excited to talk about this to you guys. Go out there and get this. I only paid $31 retail, $32 retail for this one. And I know on Amazon it's like $46, $47. So go ahead and browse around, check some eBay third-party sellers like Blow It Out of Here, Please Rewind. I'm pretty sure Please Rewind has it for around that price, but a lot of people's have been delayed. So I definitely give this a hunt and a check down and check your pre-order pricing, because you can probably save yourself about a good $10, $15 just immediately like that. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and give the entire package about a good 9.5. It's got plenty of great special features for the people that really do like the lore and really want to dive into Taxi Driver. Don't hate me because it's not my favorite. I love Godfather, I promise. It's an amazing trilogy. But for the people that really do like the lore and stuff like that, it's really going to be a really, really, really good package. That really want to see some of the production and behind the scenes information and digest that, you're going to be over the moon. For the audio, depends on what you're looking for. If you're wanting to be blown away, I'd probably bring that down a couple of notches. For the visuals, you will absolutely be blown away. It looks absolutely stunning. The New York nighttime driving scenes looks absolutely unreal. Stay tuned for some more From Screen to Shelf content. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe. Let me know, is this your favorite Martin Scorsese movie? I'm curious where this ranks. You know, he's one of my weak spots. I've seen some of his movies, not a lot. I've seen Raging Bull, Shutter Island, and he's done so many movies. There's a few other ones that are escaping me, but I've seen a handful of his movies. I'm not going to say he's my favorite director, but I definitely appreciate what he does. So far, out of the ones that I have seen, I have a huge appreciation for Shutter Island, the cinematography, and everything in it. Let me know where this one ranks in your personal list. Even throw me a recommendation. You know, I've got a lot of free time here lately. So go ahead and let me know what I should check out next. Thank you guys. Stay tuned.